Fantasyland Hotel's most exclusive room has always been room number 438. No other room in the Fantasyland Hotel has its theme, and it's the only room with a window connecting to and overlooking North America's largest indoor water park. It existed in the past as the World Waterpark theme room, but those days are no more. Room number 438 is literally brand new. It is only now being announced, and I'm super lucky to be able to bring you this exciting first look at West Edmonton Mall's newest and most exclusive theme room in the Fantasyland Hotel. Buccaneers be ready, and landlubbers beware, for room number 438 is filled with adventure. The ocean liner of the World Waterpark room may have been removed, but don't worry, for a ship still exists in this theme room. It's just a little bit bigger. A tour of the pirate room pretty much has to start with the pirate ship. When I heard there was going to be a pirate ship bed, I again thought of one of those plastic toddler's beds you can buy at a toy store. This, however, is actually a quality piece of decor. It's just so darn big. The bed has an oversized upper floor, or deck, with room to sleep and for kids to play. It took about 20 seconds before my family and I were all speaking in a pirate accent after seeing this ship. A ship which I can't help but to think may have been inspired by another ship found elsewhere in the mall. I thought I liked the space room bunk beds the most, but not anymore. This ship in itself is almost like a standalone playhouse. My kids spent hours together on this thing. This bunk bed, for lack of a better term, was custom built in place just for this theme room. And once you're able to pull yourself away from the monstrosity that is the pirate ship, you'll finally get around to exploring the rest of the room. A room which is surprisingly well put together. I'm always shocked about how much attention to detail there is in these rooms. I always admired the quality of the hand-painted wall art in the World Waterpark room, and these walls more than hold up to that same level. They're covered in hand-painted treasure maps and other navigational documents. As I said, it's the attention to detail that I find impressive. Like taking the time to make sure the treasure map on this sliding door lines up perfectly with the rest of the map on the wall. In between the maps and along the ceilings, it's painted to resemble wooden slats of what you'd see inside of a cabin on an old pirate ship. And even the candlestick-style wall lights fit in with the theme. The immersive look of the ship's cabin extends to the flooring as well. The weathered wood-style laminate, or whatever it is, really works well in the theme of the room. But wait a minute. If this is supposed to be a cabin on a pirate ship, then why is there a pirate ship inside the cabin of a pirate ship? In a hotel theme room, you might not think much of it. I didn't. Not until I realized that they actually did something kind of clever here. They styled that section of the room to look like a broken part of the cabin you're supposed to be in. The wood of the walls and ceiling have been broken away to expose the clouds in the sky outside, and the floor is now carpeting with a water print. And just look at how they did the transition. They actually made the effort to cut the floor to make it look like the wooden slats have been broken off and there's nothing but water below. I know I already said this, but this kind of attention to detail is what I really like about these rooms. I will warn you, however, that it looks like just outside of the hole in your cabin walls is perhaps a not-so-friendly visitor. One who is just waiting to get you in its grip. I like to think of this as a throwback to the giant squid who took down one of the submarines on the deep-sea adventure back in 1986. A squid who, even today, still seems to have its tentacles wrapped around that unfortunate vessel. I wonder if they've tried putting it in reverse.
Are you just holding on to the can?
Of course, we can't talk about this room without mentioning the window that's overlooking the World Waterpark. This window is a slightly different shape than it used to be. I'm not sure why it changed, but there must have been some reason. It's still pretty large though, and it still offers gorgeous views of the World Waterpark. Views that you could not get from any other room in the Fantasyland Hotel. Like every other theme room in the hotel, this room features a jet tub. I gotta say, I do miss sitting in the jacuzzi overlooking the World Waterpark. Though it is apparent that in order to fit that huge pirate ship bunk bed, they needed to rework the layout of this room. I do like that this tub is the newer style though, the same kind you find in the theme rooms, with bubbles, and jets, and red lights, and a radio. That was one of my favorite parts of the space room, so it's really nice to see it here too. I must warn you, I did encounter quite a scare when I first entered this room. It was dark and I was holding my bags, looking for where to put them, and then I glanced up and saw someone in the room with me.
Whoa! Leo, you scared the bejesus out of me.
I laughed pretty hard after the fact. but I just wasn't expecting to see Captain Jack Sparrow waiting for me around the corner. It is a very fitting and fun addition to the room though, and I must say he looks pretty mysterious glowing different colors from the light of the tub. There's also another statue in this room. This one is a mermaid and looks a little more weathered. This statue lives in the bathroom. The bathroom which is styled a little differently from the main room, but definitely still on point with the wood wall look. There's also this bronze-colored tiling that I really liked as well. The shower is one of the largest that I've seen in a theme room, and I guess I didn't film it, but there's actually a rain-style shower head directly above mounted on the ceiling. That's pretty nice. I don't know what term is accurate to describe this style of sink. Google told me it was maybe Baroque or Rococo, but I don't know if that's right. Regardless, it fits in well and feels very appropriate to the time frame. And the same can be said about the nightstands and the headboard of the main bed. They are pretty much what I would expect to see in regard to matching the theme and style of this room. And the bed itself fits in especially well with its overhead canopy. I was the first person to stay in this room, and I was told that the bedding didn't arrive in time. So I guess if you come to this room, you'll get to see more interesting blankets than I did. It's no mystery that I'm a huge fan of them all. And if I'm allowed to passionately remember those things that I loved but are now gone, then why can't I like some of the same things that are still here with that same level of enthusiasm? I say that because I really like this room. It's probably my current favorite. It just boils down to the attention to detail and how well done it is. I suppose that the World Waterpark window doesn't hurt. I mean, after all... I always liked the World Waterpark theme room, and what I was trying to say is I really like having a view of the... I really like having a view of the water park. So, the next time you're planning a stay in Edmonton, why not book a room with a view like no other? Literally. Brave the stormy seas, and book you and your mateys on a voyage to adventure. In West Edmonton Mall's one and only pirate theme room at the Fantasyland Hotel. What do you think of the new theme room? Will this be your first choice, or do you have another favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, throw us a like and a share, and maybe even visit our Patreon page. And why not check out one of our other videos, all about the greatest indoor show on earth, West Edmonton Mall. Oh, and thanks for watching.